Welcome to the season finale of Season 2 of the Southampton save. We've progressed as a club and as a team over the past 12 months since the last season finale. But can we mark that with European football next year? 3 games to go for us, and for Aston Villa, sat a place above us, 3 points clear. 4 games to go for Spurs in 9th, level on points with us, but significantly worse off goal difference-wise. Their game in hand comes towards the end of the season, but we will all finish on the final day together, and all the results will be in at once for that final game. Tottenham's game in hand is either that one there on the 15th against Manchester City, or there was one somewhere else against Newcastle, I think, or they're the 5th against Newcastle. Well, that might be just the day after our next one against Norwich. It is. So City is their game in hand. Please, Manchester City, do me a favour. Thank you very much indeed. We've Norwich, then Liverpool, then Leeds. So 2 absolutely winnable games and 1 who knows what's going to happen kind of game. But we have to have faith. Without, of course, Ludovic Blas, our latest signing that made a massive impact when he joined and then did his knee in and will be out until the beginning of Season 3, unfortunately. Norwich City relegation threatened. Southampton pushing for Europe. It's been a while since that happened for Southampton IRL. In fact, I can't recall the last time Southampton pushed for Europe. Let's make it a memorable season finale, shall we? Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying and looking forward to potentially some European football next year. Maybe the more likes we get, the more likely we are. I don't know, anything to make you like the video, I guess. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any further content. Of course, Season 3 on the way tomorrow, of course. Right. One big deep breath. And in we jump. Norwich City, Angus Gunn in goal for them. Sam Byron, Grant Hanley, former Southampton man Jack Stevens and Sam McCallum. Milot Rashica, Sara Nunez and Garcia, with Josh Sargent sat just behind Victor Gyökeres. Josh Sargent having a great year in real life for Norwich in the Championship, although they are not challenging for promotion IRL. They're trying to stay in the Premier League here, although I'm not sure how successful they're going to be. They're only on 24 points. So imagine at this stage of the season, that's them pretty well screwed. Lay this in front of James Ward-Prowse and try and drive in behind their line, which we've done very well indeed. Aribo's here. Che Adams will look for him, and Joe Aribo surely from there can't miss. Joe! With Blas's injury, now's your time to stake your claim, pal. Only thing you're doing is staking yourself to that subs bench at the minute. Driven down the line and quickly inside, but loose and given away. Lavia recovers and Adams will look for Alcaraz out wide. And he's beaten Sam Byram at right back. Aribo's arriving again. Joe Aribo in the box. Good footwork on his right foot maybe. No, he just didn't want to swing at it. I think he actually tried to go with his left, which meant that the process of taking the shot was longer than it should have been. Ward-Prowse looking for the ball out wide. We'll try a second time. We find him. Oh, he went for Sulemana there. Ding that into the middle looking for Che Adams, but can't find him. And despite all of our pressure and attempts so far to score the opening goal, we haven't yet found one. Rashica finds Sara. Shara to Rashica again. That's going well wide. With finishing like that, Norwich, it's no wonder you're getting relegated. He's got a runner there, making a good one between the centre-backs. And he's going to be found as well. He's gone for goal. Where's that going? Bazunu not filling me with confidence there. Victor Gyökeres with the effort that very nearly somehow managed its way through the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. Good header by Grant Hanley, and synonymous with Norwich City Football Club. But still no goal for them yet, or for anyone. Nunez, edge of the box here. They've got an extra man in Milot Rashica. Alvaro Garcia's forced wide. Lovely back heel. Bazunu reacts late, but still able to get it past the post. And we will get rid of it. Oh, God. The nerves really very high right now. I'm also, on this particular recording session, going to be doing the season finale in the RTG as well. And also this evening in real life, Cambridge have a relegation scrap against Burton Albion away from home in League One as well. So today is a very big day for me, both virtually and in real life. And as you might well imagine, my stomach's doing flips. Mawasa, Gyökeres, inside, Mawasa, Sargent. Thank God for Gavin Bazunu. Again with another save. Still, it's Norwich that press. Time is running out here. Less than 20 minutes to go, and still I cannot get towards that Norwich box. Gyökeres, Sargent, scrambled away by Bazunu. And we will clear, but Jesus Christ, we are pushing our luck here. Another scuffed pass. Come on, Joe Aribo, you're better than that. Go, Sulemana. Lovely ball. Aribo. Alcaraz. Oh my God, you spawny little bumhole. How has he done that then? Che Adams, kick it first time when I ask you to. And then maybe he'll actually reach the man. Ward-Prowse, nice interception. Again, Alcaraz looking to get in behind. We'll go out wide here to Perro. Bodies forward. Perro. It's a terrible pass! Come on. Here's Joel Linton. And James Ward-Prowse. Forced wide. But he gets wide and delivers the ball in. And they clear it. Joel Linton knocks it down to Che. Here's Sulemana from the edge of the box. That is awful, though, from Camaldine. You are better than this, boys. So much better. We can't expect to qualify for Europe if we can't beat relegated bloody Norwich, can we? Montella's there quickly. What is that, mate? I'm going to have a fit in a minute. Why are they playing like morons? They're playing like League 2 players. 1 minute added on. We're going to draw against Norwich or we're going to lose. We can only get a point now because the whistle's going to go. I can't believe it. With passes as bad as they have been, what can I do? I'm asking Premier League level players to play simple 5-yard passes and they're kicking it against their own standing feet. A draw against Norwich. Is that Europe out the window already before we've even begun? Aston Villa lose 3-0 to Brighton. That is a big result for us. It closes us in on them by a point. But we could have been above them if we'd have won that. We'd have been into 7th. Oh, now Tottenham have 2 games in hand and they're only a point behind us. Oh, good. Aaron Hickey's growing. Fantastic! Let's not panic, is what we're saying in the press. We'll try not to panic. I'm still furious at Joe Aribo for missing that chance against Norwich. Tottenham are now above us. They've played both their games in hand, but they've only picked up 3 points with them. So they won 1 and lost 1. So Spurs and Villa both within touching distance. I presume that means Tottenham have played Manchester City, or is that later? It might be later. That's later. So Spurs are definitely beatable. Aston Villa have got Norwich. Who Villa got on the final day? Leicester away is not easy. But we've got Liverpool now. I mean, we beat Liverpool at Anfield. In terms of the title race, Liverpool on 66 points, presumably are nowhere near it. It's such a low-scoring Premier League season, as you can see. Liverpool in 6th, chasing Champions League football, so there's a lot on the line for them as well. And at the bottom, West Brom on 20, Norwich on 25, and then Leeds trying to save themselves. There's a lot going on everywhere in the table, but at the minute, all we care about is Southampton versus Liverpool. Liverpool arrive on southern shores with Alisson in goal. Livramento, Luca Hernandez, Van Dijk and Robertson as a back 4. Verratti, Fabinho and Kirkchu in their 3 in midfield with Salah, Nunez and Gakpo, as you might well imagine, up top as the front 3. They've got quality on the bench as well. I've moved Alcaraz to Cam. And Nathan Teller starts on the left. Aribo dropped. Salah pressing. There is that Liverpool press. We expect it to come, though. So we're partially ready for it. Cody Gakpo intercepts my attempted clearance or switch to try and break the press. Lovely footwork from Cody Gakpo. That hit Roman Brown rather than finding a teammate. That was supposed to go to James. Well, Prowse. I need players to actually be able to pass to one another in this game. Because if Liverpool are going to press the way that we expect them to, when I'm trying to build or just do anything, I need my players to be able to actually pass 2 yards to one another. They didn't have the chance to pass there because their press has worked wonders and they lead by a goal to 0 here. It's Kirkchu that gives Liverpool the lead. Oh, Lavia, are you serious? Romeo Lavia's attempted pass there literally went nowhere. Oh, my Lord. When you need players to actually understand how to play football, they just don't. I can't believe it. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I need to see that Lavia attempted pass again. It was so unbelievably bad. So Romeo Lavia here. I'm just trying to play that. to the man that's over there. I'm sure it literally goes through his own leg. It's so easy. Just pop that to the side there, mate. He's kicked it through his own foot, through his other leg, straight to Marco Verratti. Is there anything more FIFA than that? And Marco Verratti, Kirkchu turns, Bazunu saves. Well, we did score 5 last time we played Liverpool. I don't think we're going to be scoring 5 on this evidence, are we? We did concede 3 last time we played them as well. Van Dijk challenges and fouls me, thankfully, but it is all Liverpool so far, and my players have completely and entirely forgotten how to kick a football, let alone actually play the game to any level of degree whatsoever. Salah is there. Teller's touch is heavy, but he gets away, and he's found a pass. Che, there's the ball out wide. Go on, Teller, get in the middle. Go on, Nathan. Go on, Nathan, you're in. Nathan Teller in the box for Southampton. Big save, it falls, and Ward-Prowse misses an open goal. When it's not to be your day, it's not to be your day. Joe Aribo misses his chance against Norwich, and James Ward-Prowse misses an open goal. We're not going to even score today, let alone challenge for victories. I feel cursed in this season finale, and if this happens in the RTG that I record after this, I'm going to be absolutely devastated. Sulemana gets in behind. Now, Andy Robertson is not going to be fast enough here, and Che Adams is here. Che! Off the post, 1 back. Pick it up, we go again. It's 2-1. Faith building. Scoreline building. Still an hour left. Forward. Che through the gap. Oh my God, Che Adams, please. Che Adams, please. Che Adams. Brilliant save by Alisson. We might not get a better chance to find a second goal, and at present, what would have been an equaliser. For other results, Aston Villa currently drawing 1-1 with Norwich. So if we somehow can turn this around against Liverpool, we will go above Aston Villa. Tottenham play Manchester City later in the week. If we can turn this around, then it absolutely is still doable for 7th place. I need to turn this around. I still can't believe we didn't beat Norwich. And then this Liverpool game wouldn't matter anywhere near as much. Alcaraz Pero back to Alcaraz. Alcaraz inside to Che Adams. Che Adams! Oh, what a stop, Alisson. Outrageous. Brilliant. Strong one-arm save. ×2. Roman Brown with a good header. We'll try again. We'll try again through Roman. And Alisson's going to come for this one. Oh, come on. Looking for Ollie. Ollie Watkins in his stride. Beats the man. Oh, but the extra touch is too heavy. He's just going to roll over into that and still not take possession. 8 minutes to go. Liverpool have done barely anything in this second half other than just defend for their lives. But at the minute, they are alive, as is their victory. They need these 3 points for their title or Champions League charge. Bazunu with an awkward save, and with 5 minutes to go, we still look like we're going to lose this. It's a fluffed pass, but it's a pass that's accurate. And Ward-Prowse and Ollie Watkins. Level! Level! A point! A home against Liverpool! Ollie Watkins off the bench, bags it. He still asks the question, or makes you ask the question, what could have been? If only... Oh, if only Lavia hadn't balls that pass up. If only Joe Aribo had scored that goal against Norwich. We're doing what we can. We're doing what we can with the tools we're provided with. It's 2-2 here at St Mary's. Norwich maybe will do a job against Aston Villa in the second half. We have to hope that they do. And Manchester City to beat Tottenham as well. Please. We also need to not concede now. Which we won't, because Salisu's put in a great challenge. And that is going to reach Ollie Watkins. No! The pass is so bad. The pass is so bad! Oh, I'm just pulling my hair out. I'm going to go grey by 35 at this rate. It's my birthday in 3 weeks as well. That's all it's going to take for me to lose all my hair or go grey. Aston Villa 2, Norwich 2. They draw as well. We have to hope that Tottenham lose against Manchester City or draw at best. That was played on the 15th. Got players going out on loan. It is going to go to the final day here for us. With regard to the European potential, I don't even know if 7th is going to give me a European spot. I'm just kind of hoping it is. Tottenham did draw with Manchester City. So we're 2 points behind Aston Villa and Tottenham. We have Leeds away. Tottenham have Norwich away. And Aston Villa... Aston Villa, where Aston Villa? Why can't I see Aston Villa? Oh, Leicester away, yeah, of course. Well, it's a tall order, but if they both draw and we win, we'll finish 7th on goal difference. Please, lads, don't let me down again. Christensen, Koch, Rekic and Ben Sabaini sit in front of Meslier, Ravella and Tyler Adams in their midfield. El Chuki on the left, sorry, on the right, Sinistera on the left, and Rutter sits in front of Brendan Aronson. Leeds United sat mid-table with nothing to lose. As far as I can recall, I probably should have checked the table prior to starting this game to show you exactly what's going on at the top and the bottom. Tellus continues to start. Alcaraz continues at cam. Joe Aribo on the bench. And after his heroics at the end of the last game, Ollie Watkins gets the nod ahead of Che Adams for this day of days. You know what's even more annoying is the fact that if we had beaten Norwich and Joe Aribo had scored that open goal effectively, we'd be 7th already right now. Looking for Ollie. What an interception by Sinistera, but it will fall back to Kamaldeen Sulemana, who finds Ollie Watkins, whose shot is brilliantly blocked by the defender. Chance 1 comes and goes. Looking for James Ward-Prowse. If that graphic was in the way, I could see whether there was a bloody right back there or not. Sulemana's pass is absolutely woeful, but Ollie Watkins is in, and James Ward-Prowse is here, and he hits the post. James Ward-Prowse can do nothing right today, even when presented with open goals and 0.8 XG moments. He still can't score. Comes Alcaraz. Sulemana's on the run. Turn the man, beat the man. Turned and beaten. Come on! What have I got to do today? I am the most unlucky Karimo player you have ever witnessed in your life. Oh, and he called it literally on 45 minutes as well. Oh my God. Other scores around the grounds at half-time. Aston Villa 0, Leicester City 0, Spurs 0, Norwich 0. If that stays as it is in both of those and we can find a winner here, we should be 2-0 up. We will go 7th. It's done well. Sulemana, Ollie Watkins is there. Ollie! We're doing our bit. Ollie Watkins rescues a point at home against Liverpool and gives us the lead at Elland Road. Sulemana, Ward-Prowse, looking for Hickey. Alcaraz, Ollie Watkins, saved by Meslier. Rutter off for them as they make a change in their forward line. Ward-Prowse delivers. It's not the best of balls. It'll fall here to Sulemana, who's got Alcaraz in support. Bar and over. Bar and over. Ravella finds Sinistera. Here's Artur Cabral. Lozano, Sinistera. It's 1-1. Leeds have found an equaliser. They've worked it around us. El Chucky Lozano. Irving levels things up at Elland Road. It's a really good move. Just can't cope with the passing and the movement of Leeds. They've buried it well. Alcaraz has left his man for dead. Alcaraz is just going to go solo. Alcaraz. Oh my God, Carlos Alcaraz, I love you! An instant response. Southampton lead again. 2-1 Elland Road. Oh my God, he's just been moved out wide as Joe Aribo's come on at cam. And Joel Linton's come in deeper midfield. And Alcaraz still wants to play central. He's in the goals. Chelsea 3, Forest 1. I haven't seen anything top right about the other results, if I'm honest. Not that really I've been looking. I've been concentrating on trying to play football here. We've put a good tackle in there. Junior Ferper with the throwback. Here's Nicolo Ravella. Ravella again. Cabral. Roman Brown puts in a great tackle. And we'll get rid of this. Aribo. Oh my God, Ollie. Run, Ollie. Just keep running, Ollie. Just keep running. Rekic is tired. Super tired. Support's arriving. Alcaraz. Sulemana, oh my God, we've ballsed it up. James Ward-Prowse just got in the way there more so than anything else. Roman Brown! Huge from Roman at the back. Oh, he's giving it away, looking for Aaron Hickey. And Ravella forward. And Rocker. And Artur Cabral. Roman Brown! ×2. Sulemana with a great footwork. Just hold on, Ches. I'm going to the corner. Sorry, Joe. I'm going to the corner. I'm holding on to it. And I'm just going to try and see this out here. 2 minutes added on at the death. No. Right, now there's definitely not enough time for them to do anything, so we'll try and score the third. Ref, please. Now, I have absolutely no idea whether we've done enough there whatsoever. If we had beaten Norwich, we would definitely be 7th. If we hadn't have equalised against Liverpool, we certainly wouldn't be 7th. As it stands, we might be. Leeds only had one shot, and of course they scored it. I can't see. Leicester and Norwich won! Drama at the end of a Saint save again! We did it! P7 by a point! I don't know if that's European football. We might be celebrating for no reason whatsoever. But Southampton Football Club have on the final day gone from 9th to 7th and may well have Europa League or Europa Conference League football next season. Oh, it's not quite as dramatic as staying in the division on the final day like Season 1 on FIFA 18. But I tell you what, it feels just as good. All of the trials and tribulations we face today, the frustrations against Norwich, the frustrations and then come back against Liverpool, and then to be pegged back to 1-1 and still get the win against Leeds, and it's enough. Norwich draw, Norwich beat them, Leicester beat them, we finished 7th, I'm losing my voice and I've still got the RTG finale to do. Yes! Let's have a season roundup, shall we? So then how did everything go down in the competitions we were involved in and the other competitions around Europe and England, of course? We finished 7th. We don't know whether that's European football for next year or not. But Manchester United win the league by 4 points from Arsenal. Newcastle 3rd and Chelsea 4th. Manchester City 6th. Liverpool pipped them in 5th. We rather dramatically finish where we do. Leeds relegated at the bottom of the table. We relegated Leeds United. They needed a win against us and they didn't get it. Norwich and West Brom also go down to the Championship. The FA Cup was won by Manchester City over Chelsea. The Carabao Cup, Manchester United over Brentford. In Europe then, Liverpool win the UEFA Super Cup against Manchester United, an all-English affair there. Champions League finals won by Paris Saint-Germain. The Europa League was won by Porto on penalties over Sevilla. And Newcastle lost the final of the Europa League to Eintracht Frankfurt. If they'd have won that, I'd have said that we absolutely would have gotten European football because Newcastle are in the Champions League next season. I don't know if we've got European football next year or not. We might be in a qualifier of some description. The Euros are ongoing here, as you see. With regards to the Premier League and player stats, Enes Ünal gets the golden boot. Che Adams gets 22 in 32 to come 3rd in that particular area, which is decent from him. Ollie Watkins gets 13 in 24. And, well, a couple of them were pretty important, weren't they? The last 2 goals scored this season for us were very, very good indeed. Sulemana with 12 assists shares the silver boot. Joe Aribo with 9 in 36. Ward-Prowse with only 7 compared to his 13 or 14 last year. Che Adams gets 7 as well as Alcaraz with 6. Getting contributions from every team. And as Gavin Pazunu has grown, he keeps the most clean sheets in the league with 15. We have the best defensive record in the division. Well done, Gavin, sir. That was never on the cards for me when we first loaned Gavin Pazunu out. Joining us in the Premier League next season will be previously relegated Everton and Bournemouth. Then one of Brentford, Burnley, Swansea and Watford will join us in the Prem as well via the playoffs. Relegated are Wycombe, Portsmouth and Wigan. In League One, Ipswich win the league with Bristol City second. Sunderland, Peterborough, Barnsley and Oxford fight it out in the playoffs. And relegated are not Cambridge, huzzah, Walsall, Cheltenham, Lincoln and Bristol Rovers. In League Two, Plymouth, Mansfield and Stevenage automatically promoted. Weird to see Plymouth down that low again. Forest Green, Crawley, Fleetwood and Northampton in the playoffs. And relegated to the National League are Barrow on 41 and Harrogate on 48. Stockport had 53. Elsewhere around Europe, it's Paris Saint-Germain by 8. Quick maths. In France, in the Bundesliga, it's Bayern by 7 from Leipzig. In Serie A, Roma by 2. Fiorentina a lofty second. Juventus only 6th for them. With or without. Inter Milan only 8th. Only 8th for Inter Milan. Juve with or without that 15-point deduction, of course. Ajax win the Eredivisie. In Portugal, it's Benfica. In the SPL, it's Celtic from Hearts. Rangers 3rd. And in Spain, Atleti from Sevilla. Barca 3rd and Real only 4th. And Atleti a long way clear, actually. 8 points clear of Sevilla in 2nd. So decent on that front there. With regards our players, we had some good growth this year. Gavin Bazunu up 4 to 79 and obviously done pretty well, winning the Golden Glove. Dubravka's declining, but will probably stick around for one more season as a backup. Although, if we're in Europe, I might need to look for a new backup goalkeeper. Dubravka will continue to decline next year and only get worse, and I might need better. Perro is continuing to surprise me by getting better and better at left back. Brandon Williams has been really poor when I've used him. I've been genuinely disappointed with him. Roman Brown, gotten better and better and better. Potential to be special, up 6 to 85. He may well be into the 90s next year. Salisu is rock solid too, but only up 2 to 82 this year. Semeo's transfer listed, just keeps rejecting contracts here, there and everywhere. Longo's better than him already anyway, up 8 on loan. Bella Kotchap up 1 this year. He's peaked though, I believe. No, he hasn't. He's still growing. Okay, we'll try and get Bella Kotchap up a little bit more next year. Hickey up to 80. Very pleased with him. Diallo continues to get interest from everywhere else. He is loan listed. I forgot I didn't loan listed him, to be honest. We'll take him off that. Lavia up 6 to 77. Edozie will go out on loan again. Teller's been decent. Suleiman has been very good. Joel Linton, a great squad player. Ward Prowse has been frustrating this year. Let me down on multiple occasions, and at 29, I don't know how much longer he has time in the starting lineup, James Ward-Prowse, but I am torn to take him out. Ollie Rowe growing, Smallbone growing, Chelka growing, Ritchie up 3. They'll all go out on loan next year again. Joe Aribo up 1. He was frustrating at the end as well, Joe Aribo, but thankfully his miss against Norwich didn't cost us. Andrews and both the Ferreiras will go out on loan next season. Miranda's leaving us to go to Tigre on loan. Blas will be back in 6 weeks, so should be fit for the new season, thankfully, although he's declined by 1 now because of that injury, unfortunately. Adley will leave us. Marine will leave us, all of these loan deals. Stuart Armstrong, his contract expires. Ibrahim will go out on loan again, plus 14 with that positional change. Alcaraz up 4, growing nicely. 6 goals, 6 assists. Ndoye's grown okay, but I might have liked us in a 7 or 8 there. Maybe next year he'll be part of the first team squad. George Taylor is potential to be special, apparently. So I'm going to throw him out on loan and try and get him as much first team football as possible next year. I was surprised by that. Christea is going out on loan. Ollie Watkins came in and didn't light the world up, but did score some important goals. Sekou Mara's up 2 to 76. Was really hoping he'd grow a bit more, Sekou Mara. Che Adams up 2, and Adam Armstrong hasn't grown at Vidaliz and will be looked to be sold next season. Actually, with regards goals this year, Che leads the way. Ollie not that far behind, actually, in second, to be fair. And then Suleimana and Aribo with Alcaraz as well. Blas Teller, and then just single goals elsewhere. Assist-wise, spread throughout the squad as well. Sulemana, Ward-Prowse, Aribo, Alcaraz, Adams, Perro, Watkins. Happy enough with that. Very much happy enough. With the Youth Academy, we've got a lot of players that could be very good. Duarte is growing. He's the highest rated player, but also not looking like he might be amazing. So I don't know what to do with him. Francisco. Michael Rogers, going to be pretty damn decent. Janssen, even bloody better. Other Janssen, just as good as Rogers. So there's real potential for these youngsters. And we'll bring them in at the beginning of next season, then loan them out. Schofield, I can't do that with yet because he's only 15. Peter de Jong, we'll call him up. Marsh, we'll call him up and loan him out. And the others will probably just leave here for now because they're not quite as good as perhaps they might be after another year in the youth setup. But happy enough, I think, with everything as this season has gone. And delighted if we do end up with European football. With regards to Patreon players then, James Ambrose, 76 at Manchester City. Wills, also 76. Jordan, so far, is the highest rated goalkeeper. We'll keep an eye on ratings and update the spreadsheet at the beginning of next season. And, of course, any potential transfers for the Patreon players. Robbie, 72 at Sunderland. Connor, 73, as well as Tommy Wallace, the two centre-backs. Full-backs are both 72 with Robert right back and Nick at left back. The CDMs are both 72 as well with Craig and Dylan. When it comes to right mid, Daniel is up at 76. He might be involved in Premier League football soon for Everton. Dawson and Scott and Tommy White all at 75. Brandon also 75 as well out on the left-hand side. Liam Taylor 75 equally at Cambridge United, probably helping them stay up, to be fair, in League One. AJ 76 as well at Cam, now at Celta Vigo. Daz and Manu both 75 at their respective clubs. And then when it comes to the strikers, Puskas 76, Davison 76 as well as Aidan Calhoun, and Jack and Kyle both 75 with Barnes Cutter and Colin at 76 as wingers too. I still have Jordan Millward at my club and we'll be looking to sell him next year. Just haven't had any luck in trying to actually move him on. He started life at Liverpool. They released him, so I had to sign him to then try and get him to move elsewhere. Lazio was only a loan, not a loan to buy. So Millie will come back and we'll look to sell him next year. Board objective wise, we didn't really do much for them actually. But hopefully we will keep our job. I'm sure we'll keep our job. I'm sure it won't be a problem whatsoever. So join me then tomorrow for episode 1 of season 3 of Saints, as we will find out definitively whether we do or do not have European football. But a fiery end to the season in this finale, certainly. I lost my head a couple of times, but thankfully landed on my feet. I'll see you tomorrow for season 3. Ta-ta.